multiple decades of pre-existing apps and companies and websites. I think PaintPal was founded in 1998 or something like that. So
it was invented by Snake. Snake
right.
invented it the next year. Snake became sentient and invented PayPal. Yeah, that's history of technology. That's just science.
So at a surface level, that was, I think, where the initial scoffing came from. And, maybe it's uncharitable for a bunch of app-aged individuals to just scoff at the mere idea of, a more distinguished older person pitching an idea for an app.
Rudy, I just want to say that I don't know what app age. This is the first I've ever heard this term ever either.
Thank you.
Both Jesse and Patrick are making fun of both of us now. Is this a real term or one that you guys just made up in the chat to make fun of us? Patrick and Jesse, youths.
No, I think it is a bit of illustrative language that I created to illustrate Rudy's description that he pitched this app to Patrick, his sister, and some of their cousins who are all about the same age.
Gotcha.
Which seems to be, from my perspective, what Rudy understands venture capitalists to be.
Yeah, Rudy, may I ask if Patrick or Bridget or any of the cousins have a background in investing or developing apps?
Certainly not.
I mean, Patrick, what do you do for a living aside from being an Ultimate Frisbee podcaster?
Well, my side gig, in addition to being an Ultimate Frisbee podcaster, is I'm an attorney.
Okay, gotcha. Rudy, go on. What about Bridget or any of the cousins?
I think some of the cousins might be a little more involved in technology, but I'm just assuming that someone who's in their 20s and gets excited about an idea can take it and run with it.
When you say they might be a little more involved in technology, do you mean that, like, they bought one of those refrigerators with a screen on it or something?
I don't know. From my perspective, everybody is more involved with technology than I am, so.
Let's take a quick recess and hear about this week's Judge John Hodgman sponsor. We'll be back in just a moment on the Judge John Hodgman podcast. It's the Judge John Hodgman podcast, and as always, our show is brought to you by you, the members of MaximumFun.org. Never more so than now after the Max Fun Drive. Our gratitude to every single one of you. We're also grateful this week to have the support of Sunbasket, known the world over as the only meal service delivery outfit co-founded by my friend Tyler from college.
Now, Jesse, I had a question about that.
Is your question, did Tyler once wear a holographic puffer jacket when we went to see David Cross at the Punchline in San Francisco? Because if so, the answer is yes, and it was very embarrassing.
That was on my list of questions. I didn't think we'd have time for it, so I'm glad you answered it. Thank you.
Was it, did Tyler win the Amazing Race one time? Because the answer to that is yes, too.
I didn't even know to ask that question. Tyler is an amazing person.
He is.
My question to you is, when Tyler first mentioned Sunbasket to you, and this idea of this meal and meal kit delivery service using super fresh, delicious food products that are perfectly proportioned, no waste, sent to you in an ecologically sustainable way, etc., were you mean to your friend and wrong and say that will never work?
Yeah, I had not tried it yet, and then I tried it, and I was like, oh, Tyler, this is really good.
I only ask because I'm going to tell a little story about that later in this episode. But listen, you're a good friend. And you know who else is a good friend? Sunbasket. Sunbasket is a good friend to people who love fresh, delicious food, sustainably sourced and perfectly portioned, but maybe need a little help and inspiration in the kitchen in the form of good food sent to them in a good box. That's Sunbasket.
Sunbasket right now is offering fresh and ready meals for just $8.99. That's a really reasonable price for a really tasty meal delivered straight to your door. All you have to do is toss it in the oven, cook it up a little bit. You don't have to chop anything or prepare anything. It is ready to go. I'm talking about, John, braised beef Penang curry with jasmine rice and sweet peas. Talking about shrimp paella. The choices are extraordinary, John. At sunbasket.com/menu, you can check out all of the choices because there are some really great ones.
And whether you're a vegetarian, whether you are eating paleo, whether you're on a crab-conscious diet, Sunbasket has everything that you could possibly want. Whether you want a meal kit that you put the ingredients together yourself based on really good recipes they send you, or as you say, Jesse, a fresh and ready meal, which is just ready to go as it is. It's amazing.
Sunbasket's offering $90 off your first 4 deliveries, including free shipping on the first box when you go right now to sunbasket.com/Hodgman and enter promo code Hodgman at checkout. That's sunbasket.com/Hodgman and enter promo code Hodgman at checkout. We're also supported this week by Brooklinen, not founded by my friend Tyler from college, but founded by people who wanted to work directly with manufacturers to make luxury available to you without luxury markups. They're making all kinds of beautiful stuff, John.
Yeah, I'm very excited because we're living in a time of science. People are getting vaccinated. David Reese is coming back to Brooklyn to work with me on a secret project.
Wow.
And I got to get some new sheets for him for the old fold-out couch because he's going to be staying here. And guess where I'm going to get these sheets from? You can probably guess the John Hodgman collection at Brooklinen. Whether it's spelled Brookline with an N or Brooklyn with an Y and then an N, you can't spell Brooklyn without naming a place where I, John Hodgman, have lived. Whether it's for you or for those newly vaccinated friends and family coming back into your home, go ahead and check out those extra soft sheets, super plush towels, maybe a new waffle knit guest robe from Brooklinen.
Brooklinen are so confident in their core products, they come with a 365-day warranty. That's a full year, 3 out of 4 times. They've received over 75,000 5-star reviews and counting.
And just some personal experience, only about 1,000 of those 5-star reviews are by me. I mean, and those are genuine. I'm just like, this weighted comforter is still the greatest. These sheets are still amazing. I got to give it 1,000 times. But the rest of them are all just, other people.
So give yourself the comfort refresh you deserve and get it for less at Brooklinen. Go to brooklinen.com and use promo code Hodgman to get $20 off with a minimum purchase of $100.
That's BROOKLINEN.com and enter promo code Hodgman for $20 off with a minimum purchase of $100. Again, that's brooklinen.com, promo code Hodgman.
Let's get back to the show.
So, Patrick, let me just understand. The issues are, when I said, why were you scoffing your dad? Basically, you said, this is to summarize, the idea itself is dumb. And my dad doesn't understand technology, so he's pathetic. Mean. I'll say mean. That's a hard scoff. Explain to me and to your dad, who loves you, and to the members of the audience who are maybe thinking about investing their hard-earned cash at this moment, who have not yet seen the flaw in the plan of Rudy's Place. What do you see as the flaws in this app?
Well, I think partially because after you hear the concept for the first time, one of the first things that springs to mind is about the only way that this could become profitable is if it was used for some illegal activity, illicit behavior or something like that. And again, the idea of someone inadvertently pitching a new, Silk Road or something like that is, best intentions ending up in this situation. That's pretty funny.
I believe the new Silk Road is called Big Toad Road from now on. That is the new home of the dark web.